All right, guys, welcome to the Veggie Vet. It's me, Chad. We out here in the garden. It's June 23rd. My little sister's birthday, actually. Happy birthday, Haley. Hope you have a great and blessed day. So a little quick garden update. Ain't gonna take too long. Just want to show y'all how things are going. Marigold's looking all right. Zinnias, I think I'm saying it right. Some peppers going. So these were my experiment peppers that I got into the ground way early. I got them in and fought some cold days, covered them with like greenhouse plants and stuff, and they survived. But they produce late. But they're producing, but they came on super late. So what I learned is what most people already said, and I learned the hard way. Don't rush it out too early. Don't plant too early. Wait till the ground's warm enough and they will catch up and actually grow just as fast as you need to. So these are all the peppers over here, and all of them pretty much acted the same way. They survived, but they didn't produce too much. Still got some seasons, so there's the tomatoes. Like I said, guys, here in Georgia, tomatoes don't last during our summers. So it's been 95 for quite a couple weeks now in drought. So these are my indeterminate tomatoes. Like I said, they were going to be dying off anyway, kind of stopped producing. So we'll be cleaning these out probably today. And then I planned it all out. So once these are cleared out, what that will allow for is for the cucumbers that are growing quite nicely to continue to grow over the trellis and come on finish off this side. So I don't have to worry about planting nothing yet. And I already have some beans and a couple determinate tomatoes already planted. So that's what the plan is for that. Cucumber, like I said, cucumbers, we've already been getting cucumbers off this. They've been producing. There's one right there. So I think I pulled 6 or 7 off this morning. We normally average anywhere between 30 to 50 tomatoes a day at least, and 5 to 8 cucumbers or more. And peppers is kind of hit or miss. If we want them green, I can pull peppers right now. If we let some yellow and red, so we wait a little longer, but technically we have peppers anytime we need it. There's the beans that I planted in front of my indeterminate tomatoes. And like I said, so that since these tomatoes will be coming out soon, I have beans going around it. Then I have basil behind it, which is growing just fine. Different spots of basil, more basil. And I kind of have succession planting in a sense of different things. Another tomato I just planted, this is a beefsteak, it's growing, it's young. So that's going up, but these tomatoes will be coming out soon too. Probably the next few days. I can't get all of it today. So then we have these cucumbers over here. So these these are our English cucumbers. They've produced pretty good. I probably get about 2-3 cucumbers a week on the English cucumbers, but I'll show you. There's one back there. And it's looking nice, but then I put some fresh marigolds out in the front from the greenhouse, and I have plenty of stuff going in the greenhouse. I'll show that in a little bit. Then the herb bed, a lot of stuff going to seed, which is just fine. But I just put some oregano down. I still have basil in here that I can pull from if I need any fresh top basil, which I need to come and top that anyway. That way it keeps bushing out and keep going. I can pretty much grow basil almost year round. So we got that. Potatoes I harvest recently. We got a good amount for the first time ever growing potatoes. It did pretty good, but I flipped that. So here I have some collards that I'm experimenting since I keep shade and have some trees in my yard, seeing if I can keep it cool enough. And I also got shade cloth to see if I can grow collards right now in this hot summer, but we will see. And then, like I said, they're not bad, but they're just, I don't get a lot yet, my English cucumbers, but my wife loves them, so I grew them for her. She's enjoying it. The peppers I planted out with a few more tomatoes. Now I have to shade these a little bit because see, it does get direct heat. So I let it get the sun during the morning, and then mid-evening I'll put some shade cloth over it to try to cover it up from the really extreme. There's the corn I replanted after my peaches and cream corn got blown over, and I thought it was destroyed. It was not. We actually harvested that a couple weeks back, and we got quite a few good ears off of it. So my first time ever growing corn, I think I did good. A lot of people talk about the pollination and struggling with it. It pollinated just fine, even though it got blown. A little bit of onions I still got left over. I've harvested some of those. Another raised bed that I'm getting ready. So there's some raised beds I'm getting ready because I'll plant more things. I can do beans and start thinking about that's gonna be an asparagus bed if I can ever get that thing going. Some more beans that I got going, and they're starting to climb up. So they're gonna climb and come all the way across this trellis and come down into this bed. That's the idea, at least. And here was the garlic. We harvested the garlic and I cleaned this bed out and getting it ready to plant here in a couple weeks. Marigolds, some fresh ones I put in, still some tomatoes, and they get quite enough shade, so they may make it through my summer. Technically, they all will survive it. These may actually produce during the summer, maybe not, but we'll see. But like I said, I have backup tomatoes, some cucumbers, zucchinis, eggplant, and things like that in the greenhouse already started. And so in a few weeks, those will be ready to come out. This was the onion bed. Like I said, we got most of the onions out. We still have a few left, and they're looking okay. There's a bulb down there. It's doing all right. So we've had, like I said, first time ever doing a lot of this stuff. I feel like I'm doing all right. Swiss chard. I had 3 of them in there, but they died, so I think I got 2 left. Yeah, there's 2 of them. I may have to move this. The leaves and stuff keep falling on it right there, even though it needs to be shaded because it's so hot. Pepper bed, like I said, this pepper bed has been producing all season. We've had Joe Parker Numex pepper. That one's got eaten on. I need to pull that one. Some cayenne peppers, sweet banana peppers over there. We had kale in this bed, and technically kale keeps growing during my season all year round too, but I let the worms and stuff get too bad and I didn't want to fight them, so I just went ahead and pulled it and I just started a new seed. So I have plenty of seed. There's sweet banana in the middle of okra, or okra, some people say. I call it okra. So there's my okra I got going. And so I was trying to do the corners mostly. I had those germinate, 3 good plants, and then this one did not. So I actually started one from seed to go inside, come out here from the greenhouse. This had tomatoes and it had the catnip, so pulled the tomatoes. The catnip's still going, so the kitty, she loves it. She comes out here and runs through it and eats on the leaves. So these are my other cucumbers. As you can tell, they're not dying. They're just wilty because the sun's already on them. When you come out in your garden or whatever and you see your plants like this, don't stress too much if it's getting hit by the sun. What you want to do, as long as you've been maintaining the water, don't stress, don't worry. Wait till nighttime, give it some water. And then the following morning, if you come out and it's still like this, then that's when you need to worry about it. But it's normally doing this. What the plant does when it's directly into the sun like this, it protects itself. So it's trying to cover and just save energy. But we've harvested some cucumbers off this. This is the cucumber trellis. And when it is nighttime, this thing just, all the leaves just fan out. It looks really cool. But like I said, it's been producing just fine. I can't wait to put peas or beans on this. I think it'll be really cool growing. This thing each year, switching it around. That was the peaches and cream corn. Like I said, we harvested. I'll post a photo if I can later in the comments, or maybe I'll post some photos of all our harvests recently, because like I said, we've been getting a lot of stuff. But that was the corn harvested, turned that bed over, given it a couple weeks before I plant in it. Here's our little zucchini bed. And we got this last zucchini. I'm gonna be pulling it soon. My wife likes them small, that way it's less seeds in it. We freeze dry it. But as you see down here, I got squash vine boy. So they got to me, especially right in there. So I'm not gonna fight them. I didn't plan on fighting them. I got 3, 4, 5 of these plants in the greenhouse. I'm gonna be pulling out soon. So no big deal. Squash vine boys, you got me this. You got that plant, you can have it. Little flower, I can't remember what that is. I have to look it up, but I was gonna pull it. I thought it was weed at first, but then I remembered I put that flower in the back corner because I had some other stuff in this bed and I pulled it all out. So I may let this just keep growing and see what it does. I wanted to plant some stuff in that bed, but I have plenty of other room for right now, especially when it's coming into fall and fall season crops. There's gonna be so much less planted, just lettuces and things like that. So I'll have room, plenty of room. Like I said, see, if I want peppers, we got beautiful bell peppers coming all the time. Still got some more Joe Parker Numex pepper. But we have peppers. And so we've been enjoying the season so far and learning, and the peppers have been amazing. And like I said, I let some damage get to it. I don't overspray. I spray a little bit to manage, but Here's the other determinate tomato bed. These were determined to finish out. As you can tell, they pretty much have. They're not really setting any new fruit or anything like that, not really growing. So they're pretty much done. So I will be pulling these next week and then in the next week and flipping this bed. May or may not put none in it, haven't decided, but I just like to keep them all ready. So if I have something I want to plant, I can. So that's kind of how the garden looking, guys, and what we got going on, the mindset, what we're going to be doing coming in the future. We're thinking about planting for the fall. You have to start thinking now, come the end of June, coming into July, because that's when you need to be starting your seeds and getting those ready to go into the ground come August. So September, October, and come in November, you're harvesting lettuces and kale and spinach and all that good cabbages and all the good stuff. And also it won't be long for replanting the onions and overwintering things. So always something to do in the garden. I guess that's why I enjoyed it. It keeps me busy. I'm super excited about that corn. And I also got some popcorn started in the greenhouse. We're gonna see if I can grow popcorn. We don't need a lot of it, but if I can grow it, maybe it tastes different. I appreciate you guys joining me today. Hope you enjoyed the little garden tour. If I helped you out, you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. If you feel so inclined, go ahead and subscribe. Share this with your friends. Thank you guys very much for sharing your time. Hope you have a blessed Sunday. Later, guys.